So, to be honest, I kind of forgot that this comic was coming out. Not to be rude or anything to the people who published the comic, it's just like with everything else coming out and all this Power Rangers news and Super Sentai news, its pushback kind of got swept under the rug. And until I got the notification on my phone that it was out today, that's when I realized that I forgot that I pre-ordered this comic a while ago. So, the Kamen Rider Zero-One Comic. I believe the comic has gone from a monthly schedule to a bi-monthly schedule, coming out every 2 months. Although, things could change, you never know later down the line, but I think issue 3 is coming out in March, and the schedule's kind of been flipped around and changed around a bit. It's probably changed around again, I'm not sure, but like I said, this comic's release kind of swept right under me, to be honest, and like I said, I didn't know it was out until I got a notification on my phone when I was on my lunch break at work. But Kamen Rider Zero-One, issue 2. What did I think of this issue? It was pretty good. I feel like this mini-series is going to be better when you read it in a trade back, because it's not an ongoing series, it's just like a mini-series. So I feel like when the entire run is done and it's in a trade back, it'd be more consumable then. It's still enjoyable reading it from its schedule, but I feel like with the big gap with what happened in between releases, I had to sort of go back and read issue 1 again. But what did I think of issue 2? I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. So this whole issue is dealing with Ragnarok and sort of the aftermath of that fight with Ragnarok, as we see Vulcan and Valkyrie come to Zero-One's rescue, and I gotta say, it's a pretty cool fight and you do see some pretty cool panels in here. Once again, the artwork is really solid, but after that, Ragnarok just kind of vanishes and then the good guys do their own thing, but Aruto kind of wants to train more and become a better strategist, so he goes to this wipeout hologram room, and that's when things go to shit, and you find out that Ragnarok can sort of get into the hologram room in the hidden intelligence tower, and then that's where stuff goes to shit as well, as he's able to control the humor gears, and they start turning on everyone. But also in this issue, you get to sort of see a flashback of Aruto and his father, and I do wonder if this flashback did hint at who Ragnarok is, because you meet this guy who kind of pushes someone out of the way, and then you find out that he's sort of important to the company, so he can't really afford to be late. So I do wonder if that character we meet in the flashback is going to be Ragnarok the entire time, because if Ragnarok can sort of move between worlds or whatever, I don't know what he does, but I wonder if that character is Ragnarok. You never know. But one thing that is really weird, and I might as well talk about it now, hearing Aruto, or reading Aruto in the comics, I feel like that the jokes are hit and miss with the Aruto comedy. I get what they're trying to do with him, because he is a comedian. He's going to make jokes, he's going to make puns and stuff like that. And I do like the writing of the banter and the back and forth between him and Izu. But, I don't know. I'd rather see these jokes and sort of their banter between Izu and Aruto in sort of TV show form, because I feel like those actors are really great. And seeing him in the comics is cool, but it just doesn't have that pizzazz that you get from watching it in the TV show. And I feel like Aruto's sense of humor is something that translates better to the show than in the comics. Although some of the jokes do get a chuckle out of me and do get a smile out of me, but I feel like Aruto's sort of dialogue here, I feel like that would work better, or jokes and comedy bits, I feel like that would work better in the show, because a lot of them are sort of based on Japanese puns and wordplay and stuff like that, and they're doing a good job getting it across in the comics, but like I said, I feel like that would have worked better if it was in the TV show. Like I said, what else can I say? I believe this is like a 4-part miniseries. In the next issue, they're sort of teasing Ragnarok's backstory and their origins. That should be cool to see. You've also got frickin' Hirobi in the background just doing his own thing, so I wonder if he's going to step forward in the issue later down the line. You never know, because he just sort of sits in his hideout and he's sort of observing the situation, so I do wonder if Hirobi is going to play a part in the story later down the line. You never know. But yeah, this comic, in my opinion, I'm still enjoying it. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but like I said, I feel like once the trade back is out, this comic would be more easily digestible. And if the schedule is going to get pushed back by a couple of months, and yeah, it is gonna I'm gonna have to keep rereading it to sort of refresh my memory of everything going on in the Ranger world and other stuff as well, and Don Bros and Sentai and stuff like that. So I might have to keep refreshing myself with what happens in the storyline. But either way, I'm gonna keep reading it. Will I still keep covering it? We'll see how this review does, because the first review did okay, but we'll see how this one does. But anyway, guys, are you still reading the Zero-One comic? Did you even know it was out today? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close.